It's absolutely devastating that we've had to close our business. We are so passionate about what we do here. And to actually today to start pull apart my business that I've worked so hard for, it brings us to tears every time we have to, move equipment out. And the financial burden on me moving forward at the age of 50, moving forward with putting all my life savings in it, it's pretty devastating what the future holds. And especially when the government aren't really giving us any form of safety net or any form of direction forward. It's a scary future for somebody like myself and my partner that have been doing it for 30 odd years.
How did it get to this point? Were you able to survive through 2020 because of JobKeeper?
Yeah, JobKeeper was a big factor in it, and also that the mandate that was put in by the government to protect the tenant more so than the landlords. Without us, the landlords don't have any money or income. So, they should be looking at us a little bit more respectful, I feel. And the government should be giving us more of a safety net where we have a little bit of protection, where it doesn't seem to be there at the moment.
So in this lockdown in Sydney, which is now into its seventh week, your landlord was still making you pay your full rent?
Yes. Unfortunately, can't talk too much of that, confidentiality, but yes, there was a very large sum, and with the business being 100% closed, it was unachievable. It doesn't matter how much money sort of we had to throw into it, with the uncertainty of COVID moving forward and no one giving obviously any indication of when we can, and the vaccination rate being down, we sort of really couldn't see us opening at a full capacity before the Christmas time, which is quite scary for us to keep throwing money at the business and not have any light at the end of the tunnel. It's just a scary future.
How many staff have you had to let go?
We've had to let 16 staff go, and also a security company of up to 12. So we've worked closely with a lot of these people for the security company for 20 odd years. A lot of our staff stay with us. They've stayed with us for 5 to 8 years at a time, which is unusual for hospitality, but we're a family and we're a family-owned business, and we make them part of our family. So it's quite upsetting.
And what's been the response from them after you told them the news?
They're devastated. A lot of them, sorry.
Oh, I can see how difficult this is for you, Jonathan.
Yeah, it is. They're part of my family. That's why I come to work. I come to work for these kids. We interact, and we love to see them grow, and we're a part of their family. Some of our workers have gone on to have kids and met up and married another bartender here, and it's just a culture that we love so much. The kids have offered their time to come down and help, pack up Baker Lane and the old nightclub side, and they've supported us so much, and the public has supported us so much. It's unbelievable. If I had half of the support of the government as I had from the government, from the people, I wouldn't be here today. We would be still going forward and still doing what we love.
Talk to me about the level of government support, because speaking to other business owners in Sydney, they said that last year when JobKeeper was around, they were able to claim JobKeeper for themselves as an employee, as well as various business grants for the business. But this time around, they're only able to claim either business support or those disaster payments from the federal government. And so it's putting a real strain on their finances.
Oh, absolutely. Last year, like we said, it was more certain because you knew that JobKeeper was coming in. You could have a plan to go forward, and you could do a small little takeaway and sustain a little bit of income, or even if it just paid for the staff to be around and keep them moving, because it also takes a lot of money to train new staff. This time, it seems like it's just... how can I say, zero support. Although there's money there, and I'm so grateful for any money that comes through from the government, but it's not enough when we have massive amounts of rent. The weekend we snapped down closed, I had a very large alcohol bill, stock bill, that I still haven't paid, and one of the government grants doesn't even cover that. So how do I explain to the suppliers that I've paid on time every time for the past 20 odd years? I can't pay you now. And as a business owner and as a man who's always kept by a man by his word, that is very hard. It's extremely hard.